Cub Club was formed about 24 years ago, almost 25 years ago. It was formed by several folks that felt that there was a need for some interaction, sharing of ideas, sharing of sources for parts, and that type of thing for the Piper Cubs. And that naturally expanded into what we refer to as all of the long-wing Pipers. Actually the Taylorcraft E2, the Taylor J2, the Piper J3, J4, J5, PA11, PA12, PA14, and the PA18s, the Super Cubs, are all inclusive within the Cub Club. And as it began to grow, it took on more of a technical nature. It became a source for how to fix this, how to find parts for that. And then a good friend of ours took it over, John and Alice Burgesson, and they took care of it for about 18 years. And then both John and Alice developed some health problems and wanted it to go to a good home, someone that had a keen interest in Cubs, and they sought out and contacted my wife Sharon and I, and wanted to know if we would be interested in taking that over. And that was something that was always a dream of mine, was to eventually retire from being involved in ad agency and marketing work for 30-some years. It was just that the opportunity was presented to us probably 5 years ahead of my schedule. Our goal when we took it over was to expand upon technical information, technical support, and basically mechanical information that you probably couldn't find elsewhere. Because if you think about it, beginning in the 90s and into the decade of 2000, there were very few mechanics out there anymore that knew anything about tube and fabric airplanes. And there were even fewer flight instructors that knew how to deal with tailwheel airplanes. So we saw the need there and made every effort to try to provide direction, support, contacts in those areas. And thanks to Sharon's efforts in particular and Joel Gehring's efforts, we have been able to maintain, or basically we took the Cub Club to a whole new level in providing this technical support. And to my knowledge, we're looked upon as probably one of the best or the top 2 type clubs here in the United States today. I see the Cub Club remaining fairly stable in numbers. Where I do see changes taking place will be in the way we both capture or acquire technical information and deliver it to the new owners. Right now, we're providing the information to them via a 20-page printed newsletter 6 times a year. In 5 years, many of the older owners that don't want to receive their technical information via the internet and would rather have a hard copy they're either going to adapt to using the new tools, or they will have reached that point in time where they want to find a new caretaker for their Cub. And the newer generation is much more electronic savvy and are also looking for information instantaneously. And we're evolving ourselves here to be able to meet that request.